Usman, after a long 7.5 weeks, I think you guys have been here. Is it a bit of a pill to swallow after that final day?
It is right now, just because it's emotional. You lose a test match and it always sucks. So, yeah, at the moment, but I think looking back on it, retaining another Ashes, we've won 4 Ashes in a row right from, 2017 when they came in Australia around then. So, I mean, we've done a lot of things right in between then. Retained 4 Ashes in a row is still pretty special.
Let's go back to yesterday when you were batting. When England changed the ball, I saw you kind of edge one off Mark Wood. It might have been your second ball, and you kind of straight away looked at Kumar Dhammasingh like you knew that it was doing a little bit. You knew straight away that was a slightly different ball. Can you kind of talk us through that and then what followed?
Yeah, I mean, I walked straight up to Kumar straight away. I said, that ball is nothing like the one we've been playing with. I mean, I could see riding on it. It's hitting my bat. It felt harder than any ball I faced throughout this whole Ashes series, to be honest. And I've opened the batting against a new ball every single time, and it just hit my bat so hard. I know Woody was bowling, but I faced Woody before, so I said, I don't know what's going on. That ball is nothing like. That's why you've gone from an old reversing ball to a brand new ball. Looked like it was about 8 overs old, swinging conventionally and hitting the bat hard. And then I actually asked Joel again today. I said, how are we using this ball right now? It's so new. And he said, look, there was nothing else in the box. And personally, I think if there's nothing else in the box that can match the ball you have, you can't really change it. It's a bit frustrating as a batting unit because we worked our backsides off for 35, 36 overs or whatever it was when they changed the ball. As an opener, you work so hard to get through there, and then you're facing a new ball again. It'd be pretty tough. And it felt like that ball was 95 overs into it. It was still swinging, hooping, bouncing. So unfortunately, that's the hand you get dealt sometimes in cricket. It may not feel fair, but hopefully there's some learnings out of it, and hopefully I guess the ICC can look at it and try to improve that ball changing process.
Yeah, I mean, did it cost you the test?
I mean, definitely made it very hard today. Yesterday, that ball was much different. Throughout the whole game, the ball softened up pretty quickly. I felt like I could get on top of the ball. It bounced yesterday, and as soon as they changed our ball, it just felt like it was rearing through. I couldn't get on top of the bounce at all, so had a massive effect. But that's just the game. There's always grey areas in the game, and sometimes they go with you, and sometimes they don't.
I think Ricky Ponting said on Sky that it's something they might need to investigate, and investigate's a strong word, but maybe take a look at how they get these ageing balls into the box, how they age the balls in the first place. Have you got a thought on that?
Yeah, I think everything in cricket and sport is about learnings. I'm not going to take anything away from England. They won the game. Credit to them, they deserved it. But I think there is a better process to be had, and what we can do from this is to learn. So if this happens again in the future and you've got balls that don't match, we've got to figure out a process of what's the best way of moving forward with that.
It was the outfit change, obviously, for the presentation. Just continuing the interview from before, your own personal series, Usman, 496 runs, leading run scorer for the series. Does it mean much to you, given the result?
Yeah, look, we've retained the Ashes. I'd love to win this Ashes, but we didn't. We retained it, and we retained the last 4 Ashes, as I said earlier. It's a feat in itself, and to be able to come over to England and contribute, to have the chance to win an Ashes but still retain it, still means a lot because it's bloody hard cricket over here, especially as an opener. It's never easy. You have to face a new ball all the time against, potentially 2 of the greatest fast bowlers to have ever played the game. So, yeah, look, I'm very humbled and grateful that I can come back and made some really nice memories over here in England as individually and as a team, because last time was pretty tough.
Was the presentation more subdued than it was in 2019? Thinking about the fact that loss at the Oval on both occasions, 2-2 draw on both occasions, was there a sense that you guys really wanted to win this series?
I think it was similar to both. I think last time, I think the players were still. Last time probably retaining the Ashes probably meant a little bit more, and this time we wanted to win it a bit more. So it is a little bit flattening just because it's fresh and emotional, but it's very different this time. I've had my family with me the whole time. It's been great. A lot of support on and off the field. We didn't get that last time. The families weren't there the whole time, so it's just been really nice to share that with them. I've made some really good memories, as I said, on and off the field. But look, the subduedness, I think it was subdued last time too, to an extent. But same token, we've retained the Ashes. It's not a win, but England haven't had the Ashes for 4 Ashes in a row. So I think you got to look at the positives in some respects, and that's the positive at least I'm looking at.
Very good. And just on David Warner, obviously a cracking opening partnership. I think it's one of the biggest in England by an Aussie pair since Hayden and Langer. Was that kind of him at his best?
Yeah, 100%. And we were felt so in control of that game up until that point. So it was really nice. I mean, the way things were going, we were eyeing off some big scores. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. But yeah, that was Davey at his best, and it's disappointing to see. Sometimes people do have short memories. They forget what he's done in the game and how much of an amazing cricketer he's been. I think he scored back-to-back hundreds in Test cricket like 3 times, which is an amazing feat on its own. Still averages 45 in Test cricket, opening the batting. That's amazing. So yeah, I love batting with Davey. I love opening the batting with Davey. Played with him a long time. Hopefully we can, when he pulls the pin, hopefully he can do it on another high.
Just on yourself, Usman, you seem to be going as well as ever. You got plenty left in the tank?
At the moment, yeah. One game at a time, one series at a time. I don't see the finishing line still. I don't know when they'll be. When they'll come, I feel like I'll know. But at the moment, just enjoying my cricket, enjoying the journey, getting to spend time with my family along the road, which has been fun too. Yeah, there's still plenty left. I don't know how much yet.
Right. I mean, seeing Broad have his kind of fairy tale today, and obviously your good mate Davey talking about finishing up at the end of the Pakistan series. Is it kind of you're the same age as these guys, right? Like, has it got you in that mind frame?
No, not yet. I'm still enjoying the game. Still very competitive. Body's touch wood, still going pretty good. I'm still ticking all the boxes. So for me, no, not yet. I will know when the time is right. I feel like I will, and yeah, I don't see myself coming back to England in 4 years' time. Never say never, but that seems like a bit too far. And since I've been back in the team, I've literally taken it one series at a time. I think that's helped me. It's kept things real simple, and for me, that's the goal. And even if I have one bad series, it's not like I have a bad series, I'm going to retire now. It's just keeping it simple, sticking to my process, and doing what I can for Australia as long as I can while I'm still enjoying the game.